Hello everyone and welcome to today's live. So as you just saw, a countdown timer. So today we're going to be talking about why would you use a countdown timer in your live streams. So my name is Anita Wong. If you've never joined me here before, do let me know that you're here in the chat. And also if you are a return viewer, then also let me know that you're here in the chat. So I'm a digital coach and tech enabler, and I help you to understand how to use Instagram and Facebook marketing and video marketing in order for you to get the visibility your business deserves. And in my group, I had quite a few questions about where did I get that live timer from? How do I do the countdown timer? So I thought I'd come in and give you a little bit of an update on this. So depending on the live streaming software that you're using, some of them actually provide some of the timers for you. And what I'm going to do is I'm using Restream at the moment to live stream to YouTube, my Facebook page, my Facebook group, my LinkedIn account. I hope it's still going. So I know they're actually reducing their Periscope, but I think it's still going at the moment. And also another one of my groups. So inside of there, they've asked me this question. So hi, Janet. Janet was actually the one who asked me the question. So she's joined me inside of Facebook to watch this. So I'm actually using Restream, and Restream actually provides you the graphics to do the countdown. However, you can create the graphics yourself. Now, before I show you how to, where to find the graphics or how to create the graphics, I wanted to go over some of the reasons that as a marketer, you would put a live stream countdown on your live stream. One of them is obviously to increase anticipation. So you've been waiting. I had a 3-minute timer on. You've been 3 minutes waiting for this to go. That's pretty much just enough time to go and grab a coffee, maybe even take a bathroom break. Grab a sofa and sit down comfortably and get ready to listen to the live stream. Now, some marketers and influencers often say that, obviously it can be anything between 30 seconds and 10 minutes. So I think it depends on what your content is going to be, how long your live stream is going to be, and also whether you have the ability to chop that off at the beginning. So what I'm saying is that if you have a 10-minute countdown to a video, then the likelihood of people hanging around for 10 minutes depreciate. Whereas with maybe a 1.5 minute, 3 minute, maybe maximum 5 minutes, it might, give people enough time to come back and actually join you for the live stream, which is also, one of those things that we want. We want to have viewers viewing with us so that we can have an interaction and we can have engagement and we can ask questions and we can bring their questions up and all those sorts of things. So increasing anticipation about the content always works really well, especially if you pre-schedule your live stream. So with Restream, you can actually pre-schedule your live stream. I've just been running around a little bit today and I didn't pre-schedule it. So I've given notification inside of my groups. I put a few posts up saying that I was going to go live. And then you suddenly get the countdown and everyone's, oh, Anita's going to go live. Let's make sure we're watching that. We'll open it up on another window on my browser, all those sorts of things. Another reason for having the countdown is actually to allow the social networks to let your followers know that you're live. Because obviously, when you first go live, you're all ready to give out your value and you want to give all the things that you want to share straight away. However, not everybody is following your page all the time, and you want Facebook or YouTube or LinkedIn or wherever it is that you're live streaming to notify your followers that you're going live. And also it allows the social platform to push it out depending on, what your description is, what tags you've got linked to it, whether you've built up anticipation and people are waiting to watch your live stream, and all those reasons that you could actually allow the social networks to do this. Now, what I'm actually going to do, because as I said to you that I am a Instagram and Facebook marketing for stories pro, and I also love live streaming. So I'm also doing video marketing. Now, one of the things that I'm going to try out as the weeks go on is to put this countdown on my Instagram lives. Now, for those of you who know me, Instagram live, and say the difference between Instagram live and say Facebook live, YouTube live, LinkedIn live, and things like that, is that all those other platforms allow you to use a software such as this one, such as Restream. They allow you to use a third-party software to actually live stream in, whereas Instagram wants you to go via the mobile app. So you have to go live on the mobile. You can't officially use a third party to live stream into Instagram. But you have the same issues. You know, you want your followers to be engaged with your live. You want them to know that you're going live. So you want to give them a bit of time to grab that coffee or to put down what they're doing or to save their files and actually give your live stream the attention. Now, inside of Instagram Lives, there is the ability for you to share video from your camera roll. So what I'm going to do later on in the week is I'm going to try it out, but I'm going to show you the countdown that I've created for that. Okay, so the first reason was to increase anticipation. The second reason was to allow your social network to actually notify your followers and your fans that you're going live. And like I said earlier on, it depends on, I would say, the duration of your live stream as to how long your countdown is. Now, I'm going to share my screen with you now. And what I'm going to do, first of all, is I'm going to take you into a deep dive into my Restream studio. So you're going to actually see me inside of my studio, and I'm going to show you what's happening. So if you are joining me, do let me know that you're joining me. And if you can, maybe let me know if you're live streaming. Do you actually live stream from Facebook? Do you go live on your Facebook page? Do you go live into YouTube? Do you actually do a live stream at all? Let me know if you've had a go, or let me know what actually sort of like scares you about doing it as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring basically the picture of me inside my studio. So as you can see, this is me here, and then that's the studio, that side of what I'm using. So I'm using Restream, and as you can see, I've got some captions here. I actually bring Jane's comment on there, you see. So Janet, see her comments there, and I can bring that on and bring it off. Someone just said, I'm here but don't live stream yet. Okay, well, that's okay. That's plenty of time for that. We'll certainly help you get live streaming and build up that confidence to actually live stream. Okay, so what I want to do is we have this really great layout now. So I'm going to make I'm going to bring this round so you can see what's happening. And what I want to do so that it doesn't confuse things, I'm going to go to this graphic area. So this is inside of Restream. And as you can see here, we have some loaded countdown timers. So what they do is they actually take the place, they lay over the top of the actual live stream that we're doing. So for instance, if I was to turn one on now, so let's turn this one on. I won't be able to talk because it takes control. Watch this. So as you can see, it basically sort of puts a layer over the top of the camera. It also mutes my microphone, and it allows that countdown and anticipation. So inside of here, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 preloaded countdown timers. So if you're using a tool such as Restream, you'd have 7 countdown timers. Now, they all vary in length. And I would say that 30 seconds is not long enough as a countdown timer goes. I would say you need at least a couple of minutes in order for you to put your countdown on, press the live button, and then allow the social media platforms to tell your followers and fans that you're live. And then depending on what's happening with your live, whether people are giving you the thumbs up, whether they're commenting, whether they're giving you hearts, whether there's feedback going on, the social channels will then start to share your live stream out to people who aren't following you. And that's the beauty of live, because obviously with live, you have the audience to interact with you. So that's where you say, oh, can you give me the hearts? Can you give me a question? You know, ask me a question about live streaming. Ask me a question about actually creating that timer. So I popped a timer on this just now, which was a 3-minute long timer. And I think that was quite good length, because what that did is it allowed the social channels to notify people that were following me that I was going to go live. It also allowed me in the background to make sure I'd got all my notes ready and that my lighting was okay and that everything was as I wanted it. And it allows you to, it gives you that sort of anticipation. So that's pretty much where you should have the live stream countdown. There's obviously more reasons to that, but the general biggest ones are, number one, if you have a countdown when you go live, it allows you to, number one, check that everything is working so that you know that you're live streaming. So you can actually check that the live stream is working on the platforms that you're sending it to, and that your equipment in your live stream studio is all set up so that your lighting is okay, your microphone is working, and all those other things. The second one is it increases anticipation. So it allows people to, you know, it gets them excited about the fact that you're going to go live. It also allows the social networks to share your live. And anything between, I would say, 3 and 10 minutes would be a good countdown. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop sharing my screen of my studio, and I'm going to share a video creator tool that I use, which is wave.video, and that's where I made my countdown. So that 3-minute countdown that you just saw, I created inside of wave.video. So I'm going to just stop my share at the moment and bring in the new share. So just bear with me while I swap that over. Okay, so you should, in theory, let me just have a little look. Let me add that to the screen. So you should see wave.video. Okay, so this is the countdown that I've just created. So what I did here is that in Wave, it's a really cool tool, because what you do is you can actually create a countdown. So if you've never used wave.video, what it is it's a social video creator. So if I were to click on this button here, it's going to take you to like my library. Up here, you have these templates, and what they do is they make these templates for you that you can actually use. However, you can create a video from scratch, and that's what I did with mine. So if I go to my videos and I go down to the video that I've just created. So I made this video. Let's go down. I have quite a few videos because I do quite a lot of video creation. So I made this one here, which is the one that you've just watched here. And let me just stop it a second. And I'm going to go into edit, and I'm going to just briefly go over how I did that, because I think it's really important that you see how somebody does something as well as how, you know, you see the end product, because I think it's really important for you to be able to see, number one, why you're doing it. So why you've got that, you know you want to increase anticipation, you want to allow the social networks to let people know that this is happening. So now you want to sort of like learn, okay, so how did you do that? How did you get that timer? So you can use the ones that are inside your live streaming studio, or you can actually create one in Wave. Okay, so let me just see, Jan, I've got to run. Yeah, that's perfect. So then what we do is inside of Wave, we have this 10-minute timer. So this particular space here is the actual video. So Wave has got really, really good recently. They've added lots of different layouts and things. So this particular video is in a horizontal format, 16:9. And inside of my video, I've chosen a template. So the template that I've chosen is this one here. So over here on the right-hand side, we have this template here, which is like a computer template. And in the background of that, I've added another video to give that movement feel. And then inside the actual layout, I added this video. Now, this video you can find by clicking on the replace button. And in here, you have all these assets that you can use. So what I did is I just put in a countdown timer. So I wrote in countdown timer and I clicked go. And then it gives you all these different timers that you can use. And of course, I wanted one that was a little bit longer. So here's the one that I used. It's actually a 10-minute long video. And what I did is I put that into my video here. And when I play it, I actually cut it down to 3 minutes in length. And the reason I did that is because I didn't want to put a 10-minute video in as the pre-roll in a way, because I thought that was a little bit too long. So I wanted to do a slightly shorter countdown, but long enough to get people involved and wanting to see the video. So I edited that so it was shorter. And then I added this text on top, and I added some more text about halfway through, which would actually say that, there we go. So that I was the host, and I had this little emoji that was running around as well. So if I played it from about there, you can see that it has this heart giving you lots of love and things like that. And that's pretty much how you do it. And then you can download that to your computer, and then you can upload that into your studio inside of your live streaming tool. So that's how you can actually create that live stream. So that's what I wanted to bring to you today. So the question that I had earlier on today was, how did I get that live stream counter? So depending on your live streaming app you're using, you can actually add a live streaming counter into your live stream. So you press the live stream countdown, then you press go live. And whilst the countdown is working, you've got time to check all these other things are working, and then you're ready and you're prepared in order to actually go ahead and do your live stream. Okay, so I just want to check if I've got any questions. I know there was a few of you here. Hi, Jason. Oh, brilliant. That's it. Janet says she's going to catch a little bit more of the replay later. And someone in my Facebook group said that they haven't live streamed yet. So that's perfectly fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let you watch the replay of this again. So don't forget that if you have a countdown timer on your live stream, it enables you to create some anticipation. It's a bit like having a countdown timer to an event, or it's a bit like, you know, like when you know that the sales are going to go on, there's always a couple of days beforehand that people tell you that the sales are on. So having a countdown timer really gets that energy and gets people excited about what it is that you're going to be doing. And then it allows you to get everything sorted and go out there and actually do your live stream as you want it. And talking about just the length of the live stream countdown, depending on where you live stream, you do have the ability to actually trim that countdown off at the beginning of your video. So for example, in Facebook on your page, you can go in and edit your Facebook video to cut off the countdown so that when people are watching the replay, they don't have to sit there for 3 minutes or fast forward it through the countdown. It can actually start where you started your live stream. So you can do that in Facebook, and you can trim your video in YouTube. And actually you can trim your video on LinkedIn as well. That's a little hidden feature inside of LinkedIn Live that you can actually go in and trim the beginning of your video off as well. So don't ever think that putting a countdown timer is going to stop people watching the replay, because it won't. It will allow them to, they can either skim over the countdown when they're watching the replay, or you as the producer can go in afterwards and optimize your live video for people to watch on the replay. Okay, so thank you all for joining me today. It's been great to bring this bit of information to you. Don't forget that I'm doing Vlogmas 2020 this year. So on my YouTube channel, I am putting a new video up every day, whether that's live or pre-recorded. And the themes for December are Instagram, Facebook, and video marketing. So do subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're watching this on YouTube, so that you can catch the next video that I'll be uploading tomorrow morning. And do, if you're watching me on Facebook and you haven't followed my page, do hit that follow button as well, and hit the notification so that you get notified the next time I upload another video. So if you've watched my videos before, you'll know how I finish off. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and all that's left to say is have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. So thanks everyone for joining me, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.